Welcome to the Bolt, and I just want to give an update about a story that has just emerged now. ICC suspect lawyer Paul Gicheru found dead at Karen home, and I want to read for you what the Star has reported. The Kenyan lawyer is accused of offenses against the administration of justice by corruptly influencing witnesses of the ICC, of the court. He was blamed, and of course, that is it. That will come later. Paul Gicheru was found dead on Karen home Monday night. The police are saying that he was found dead after allegedly poisoning. He ate lunch and felt unwell and went to bed but did not wake up. Police said he was found unresponsive at 7 p.m., but they did not know the cause of death. But it's also reported that his son also collapsed and was taken to Karen Hospital, even though the son is also stable. The cause of death is not yet still known. The police arrived later and probed and announced a probe had been opened over the death of Paul Gicheru. His family said that they will address the media on Tuesday, even as journalists were stopped at his gate, and the journalists were not allowed to get inside and cover the story or maybe process the scene. As of now, of course, we are going to give more updates on this. So people who maybe did not know, there are many questions, that there are many loose ends to this story, because they're not saying where did he take lunch. Maybe he took lunch at home. Who processed the lunch? Family, Secondly, even the son also collapsed. So did they take the same food? Is it a coincidence? Of course, those are questions. Is it a coincidence that they collapsed with the son? Those are questions that, of course, will be probed. The other issue is on the fact that journalists were also blocked from accessing the place, maybe to have an interview with the family, and the family could not give any interview or any statement of his death. But that is what so far has been reported. Now, so what do people know? Paul Gicheru surrendered on November 2nd, 2020, on pursuant to an arrest warrant issued on March 2015 for pretrial chamber of the ICC. He was accused of offenses against the administration of justice of having bribed, corruptly influencing witnesses of the court, of the ICC. And this was in the case against humanity that was touching on third President William Ruto, Joshua Sang, not third President Uhuru Kenyatta, Joshua Sang, and William Ruto, and some of these cases, not even some, all of these cases were vacated. But he presented himself there, and of course, there was a lot of speculation into why he took himself there, and people read political malice, that perhaps it was political, the move of political, but that he allegedly bribed witnesses, accused of bribing witnesses to either recant their testimonies or refuse to testify in the crimes against humanity that faced William Ruto and former journalist Joshua Sang. Cases against the two, against William Ruto and Joshua Sang, were terminated on April 2016 after they were found to have no case to answer. Then, according to prosecution, they accused Gicheru that he offered bribes and other inducements in exchange for withdrawal as witnesses or recantation of their prior statements to the prosecution. But then Gicheru's trial, because he himself was accused in 2015, in this year, February 15th, he was in ICC and he pleaded, trial opened on 2015. You know, when he would accept that he bribed, maybe found guilty of that offense of bribing or rather in interfering with the witnesses, then he was also going to be charged. He pleaded not guilty to all the charges on February 2015. 8 witnesses testified for the prosecution. The Office of the Prosecutor completed its presentation of evidence on the March 29th, and the defense announced on April 25th that it will not present any more evidence. Remember, there was this warrant of arrest was issued on March 2015 against Philip Kipkoech Bet for allegedly corrupting the witnesses, and some of these people have also passed on. What I will, people who maybe follow up this will maybe help to find out whether the cases are still, there are still chances of reviving these cases, or this already was something that was the past. And what exactly was the state of the case? And sometimes such deaths at this critical time, or at this time of the persons, and you know, he was a person of interest of ICC, is going to opening a Pandora of thoughts on protection, security. What was the threat? What was his threat profile? Now let's use the language of the National Security Advisory Council. C.S. Mating was once talking about threat profile, about the threat profile. And of course, I will just want to say that because I wouldn't want to delve more on this because this is a developing story. I was just giving an update to you guys on what has happened. We are yet to find out, and just as the story evolves, we'll be doing more detailed analysis and just trying to cover, rather to unravel what exactly transpired over that. But again, to the family, we send condolences. I normally say that there is no story that is worth your life. That is the mantra in journalism. There is no story that is worth your life. And at the end of the day, there is humanity. So to the family of Paul Gicheru, may God comfort us. What so far has also gathered, because I think, let me just check what I've also gathered over this. I've realized that was the start. Let's look at other websites. Yes, they're saying that he was allegedly poisoned. Police confirmed his death, but were key on ascertaining, I'm not sure on ascertaining whether he was poisoned, as reports emerge. A preliminary report is set to be released with investigations commencing. But he was found, yes, a report filed at Karen police station claimed that he was found emitting foam from his mouth, raising claims that he was poisoned. His son was also said to be a victim of the circumstance and was rushed to a hospital in Nairobi for first aid. Reports allege that doctors were monitoring his situation, and the more reports that are yet to come. It will be a long night for the investigators to unravel more over the matter. So subscribe to our channel, guys, as we will continue giving, I think we'll give more of the profile. We'll try to work on a profile story on this, and we shall have more updates. So thank you very much for following, and we continue to sympathize with the family of Paul Gicheru. So okay, I think there was also another. Oh yeah, they actually saying that the son is in stable condition. Yes, but also the issue of the form was not Yeah. The sun is in stable condition. So the sun has also, because I was looking at Twitter, there's some people that were alleging that also the sun had also succumbed. So the sun is in a stable condition. Yeah, let's follow up and we'll get more updates on this.